Nonprofits are a vital part of any community, but did you know that $34 million in federal funding is currently at risk for Gallatin County nonprofits alone? So let's talk to one of those organizations that could be affected.
This is a concern not only for Haven, but also so many other vital social services organizations in our community.
For more than 40 years, Haven has served the Gallatin Valley by supporting survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, sex trafficking, and stalking. Erica Ates Coyle, the executive director of Haven, tells me this nonprofit addresses a major issue that many in the Valley are unaware of.
For the past several years, we've been serving well over 1,200 survivors on an annual basis.
To help these survivors, Haven has relied heavily on federal funding. In fact, that's where 1/3 of Haven's budget for this upcoming fiscal year is expected to come from. But Erica tells me there's uncertainty with that expectation.
The main federal funder for domestic violence programs, which is called the Office on Violence Against Women, it has stopped accepting all new applications and said that they are, until further notice, on pause for increasing or renewing any grants.
Haven hasn't lost any federal funding yet, but Erica says concerns are still high because if federal funding is lost,
if it's 1/3 of our funding, you translate that directly to the number of survivors we serve. That's about 400 survivors right here in Gallatin County whose lives would be affected in a very negative way.
Although Haven hasn't experienced a loss, some nonprofits have. Bridger Care, a Bozeman nonprofit that provides affordable reproductive and sexual health care services, tells me in a statement, annually their organization receives around $325,000 in federal funding through a federal grant called Title X. And that makes up 10% of their clinic budget, but as of April 1st, their federal funding has been frozen indefinitely, forcing them to use private donations to keep services running while awaiting news from the administration. And they're not alone. One Valley Community Foundation, a nonprofit that addresses the needs of Gallatin Valley, conducted a survey of nonprofits in the area.
And they shared with us that what is at risk is about $34 million that nonprofit organizations within Gallatin County were anticipating that might be at risk if there was an elimination or reduction of federal funding.
Bridget Wilkinson is the president and CEO of One Valley. Her greatest fear, if federal funding disappears, so could our nonprofits.
75% of folks that responded to our survey said that they would not be able to exist in a year. So there is a lot at stake right now.
Which is why Bridget says their upcoming Give Big event, a day of giving back to local nonprofits, which has raised over $17.4 million in the last 10 years, this year's event is vital.
Due to the uncertainty and somewhat destabilization of our nonprofit sector right now, Give Big, I think, is more important than ever. We just ask that people show up, whether it's a gift of $5 to $500. All of those gifts matter collectively when we do it together.
For more information on Give Big, which starts May 1st, visit our website. In Bozeman, Cassidy Powers, MTN News.